You enter the winter, straight up and down, that shit is packed can. You can't slam, don't let me get fooled on me, man. The old dirty bastard is dirty and stinking. They song unique rolling with the night of the creeks. Niggas be rolling when the snare ain't saying gas.
Better hear what I've got to say because you won't get it again.
I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a beta male either. I'm just a better man. Better man. Well, put your happiness first, because if you don't, they won't. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's up, Square Pimp Brigade? GYBB, get your balls back. WWDD, what would Dante do? The sexual revolution's being podcasted, and I am excited. Yes, it's about to go down. This is our third week going live. Thanks to Money Myq in the building. I'm feeling good, and my energy is crazy. People got at me because they said I was giving my sexy voice, so I was trying not to lie. So I'm going to try and find a medium between the sexy voice and a sexy and assertive. Very important two words. We thanks for all the love that we've been getting. I couldn't imagine the groundswell and the love that we've been getting. People have been subscribing on the YouTube channel. People have been sending me messages. They just love the content that we're putting out, and I really, really appreciate y'all, man. Ain't nobody better than you. Myq, get that number up. Let's get cracking. We run it a little bit late. We were a little bit technically behind today, but not. I mean, it just happens sometimes, right, Mikey?
I'm the one who was behind. Yeah, trust me, I know.
It happens. It happens. So I know y'all were patiently waiting. Tell a friend, and so on and so on and so on. My goal is to get it so that y'all don't need me. I want y'all to tune in so much that you learn so much that you don't have to listen to me anymore. Now, the chances of that happening is probably slim to none. But something I always say is we seek perfection even though we know it's unattainable, because as we move closer to perfection, perfection moves away from us. Is that some cool shit, Myq? Let me explain it.
Like you can never be happy, almost.
Well, not so much that, but as you get closer to the goal, you get closer to the nuance of what perfection is, and so it's constantly moving away from you because there's always something that you could do a little bit better. But we pursue it with the intention of knowing that perfection is unattainable. But we still pursue it, but as we get closer to it, not that it matters, but that's just when we put our feet on the ground every morning, we wake up with an intention on being righteous and getting as close to perfection as possible. We know that ain't gonna work, but that's the intention. Something I say constantly is that two things that you will always have to do as a human being is give forgiveness and ask for forgiveness. Just the nature of humanity and nature of the fact that we are flawed and we will make mistakes, which is an interesting thing because a lot of times you're in a relationship or something and you make a mistake, and then people want to crucify you for it, and as if you have never made a mistake before, you know. I mean, I feel a little religious today. Probably not though.
Well, it's probably all the people dressed up as nuns outside.
Maybe sexy ass
Sexy ass nuns will make me religious. I'll go to church.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. A nun with a garter belt. Oh yeah, it is Halloween. It is Halloween, and so this is an opportunity for all you hoes to dress up and show your true nature. I saw a girl. I was like, "What are you?" She was like, "I'm a sexy plumber." I was like, "No, bitch, you a hoe with a plunger. That's it. You just a hoe."
You're a thought in overalls.
That's it. Let me see that plumber's crack. Anyway, no, I'm being rude. It's Halloween. Fuck it. We get loose, Myq. We got the number up. I know people want to come in. Huh?
Let me throw it up now.
Yeah, that number is 347-464-2827. Call in. Myq, you know we have the horns going on, right? I'm hearing like air horns in the like.
Is that your phone, maybe?
Is it? Yep, it was my phone. Oh shit.
It happens.
What the?
Either that or the purge just began.
It was the purge.
It is Halloween, man.
It is the purge horn.
Oh, we got a call. You want to
answer? Let's go.
Call, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
What's going on, man? My name is Jamal, and I'm from Florida.
What's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? First I must say, really big fan. I first came across you watching Pharaoh, of course.
Dope.
Love what you're doing on there. One quick thing before I ask my question and get up out of here. I really have to commend you because I was watching the TK Kirkland episode. I finished it today.
Yeah.
And where a lot of people were, saying whatever they had to say about you being too loud.
Right.
Whatever. I think as an alpha male, knowing how to take that and not taking it to heart, especially in this sensitive-ass society that we live in nowadays, where you say one thing to me and I don't agree, all of a sudden I gotta throw a hissy fit and be a bitch about it.
Well,
you was able to take that in from somebody you admire in the game, has skin in the game, and take it in and, go from there and, laugh about it.
Thank you, Jamal. I appreciate it. It's the little things. It's the little things like that. I mean, I'm on that journey myself. The same journey I'm trying to get everybody else on is that journey of authenticity. And if I'm not practicing it, then I wake up being a fraud every day. I love TK. He's an amazing dude. He's a good friend. And without a doubt, for me not to take criticism from other people, I mean, even if when y'all watch the clips online and TK, you go, yo, you loud as hell. And if you look at my face, I'm like, am I loud? Because I'm always projecting. So it was a question. I was like, am I really? I'm taking this in, but you also have to take, what I say is anytime there's a situation, you always show the math. Like when you're a kid and the teacher says show the math, the reason why it's so that you understand the concept. So it was like, well, am I? And then I realized that what happens is a lot of times I don't wear headphones, and a lot of times I'm on the cell phone, on the speaker, and I'm yelling at the phone. And so it's become this thing because I'm a little weird about the radiation from headphones and stuff like that. But,
I get it.
But I appreciate you. But, hit me with the question, man. Thank you for recognizing that, bro.
Most definitely. It's important to know. But the question I have for you, because I want to be respectful of time, of course. So I noticed how because I watched the last live stream where you were talking about, ACE, what is it?
Authenticity,
empathy.
Authenticity, credibility, and empathy. Yeah.
Right. And you was talking about how if you tell the truth 85% of the time, then you're a liar 100% of the time.
Right.
So my question for you is, when it comes down, where do you draw the line when it comes to telling the truth and then unintentionally, of course, being deceitful? And if I could just, unpack that a little bit.
You gotta let me know what you mean by that.
No doubt, for sure. So I always think of the analogy you use where if you with your girl, right, and she asks you, do these pants make my butt look big? Yeah. And I'll quote you where you was like, you don't necessarily say, yeah, but it's like, I don't think they flatter you. Now, where you think that, like, you might have escaped, telling her something that might hurt her feelings. And like I said, I'm asking you, what's your opinion? Many might, consider that okay, but you still kind of did tell her that her butt looks big in those jeans. Right. So where do you draw? Because many people will, regard that as being deceiving. You're telling her something to not hurt her feelings, but at the same time, you're not telling her the whole truth. You're being deceiving about it. Where would you draw the line?
Here's what I say. I think that you have a situation, I think, where we're not trying to be an asshole. Like, you're not trying to destroy somebody's life. You want people to recognize what the truth is. And when you say, now, if you, what do you mean it's not flattering? And you say, and if you're like, I'm giving you an out, because then what you can do basically is you can say, she knows what you're talking about. You say, if she's asking you a question, you say, well, I kind of don't think that those are flattering. You're saying, yes, they make your ass look fat. But if she presses, what do you mean not flattering? Then she's asking for the brutal honesty. So then, it makes your ass look fat. If you need to, like, I've literally done this where somebody's girl gave me an ass, that sex was the bomb. That was the best sex you ever had. And I'll be like, it was fine. Right? And then she goes, well, what do you mean fine? Right? And I go, it was fine. Now, if she's pressing me, then I'm assuming that she understands that I'm going to give her the truth. I'm going to give her 100% of the truth. Now, if that's what you want, because, and don't get me wrong, I mean, this is some people know me and in this way, so I think people receive you the way that you present yourself, right?
For sure.
So I've also, like, girls that know me would say something like that, and then or ask me a question, and I would go, "Are you sure you want to? You sure you want to ask me that?" And then I've had girls say, "You know what? No, I'm good. I don't want to know." Fair enough, and we move on.
Right.
But we also are not. I like it better like that, Myq. Yeah. But they know. But I've presented myself in a level of honesty and authenticity that they know what they're going to get. So if you're pressing me, because what do you mean by that? There's usually a hostile tone to that, which means that you're adversarial. And I think you're not trying to. You want to be honest. You don't want to be honest to the point where you destroy somebody's life.
For
but
sure.
if somebody is they're in pursuit of brutal truth, and then they should get what they want. You should be fair enough to give them that, So the caveat is just don't be mean. There's no reason. I mean, and if you really think about it, let's go to the end of ACE is empathy.
Right.
Is understanding that I know this person, and what I say to them could hurt them.
Most definitely.
And so I think it's still what's crazy is every time I think about ACE, specifically, I realize how perfect it is. Because I didn't even think about this till you asked the question. When you say empathy, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says authenticity in the presence of empathy. So it's a weird thing because I've always those three characteristics kind of balance each other in a way so that they're never too extreme, that they're never out of anger, they're never brutal, and I think that it's just this is a movement I'm really trying to start, because people lie and people cheat and people are in their own little corner now where they believe what they want to believe and all of those, and then when you ask them, did you do the research? Did you balance your research? And they'll go, yeah, you got to do it's just, you're full of shit. You're really just full of shit. So I would say if you follow all three principles, then even your truth it doesn't come with a brutality of not recognizing that you could hurt somebody's feelings. Does that make sense?
Right. No, totally, man. The way I look at it is or based off of what you said, is making sure you have the calmest approach for understanding that you may be giving that person who's expecting the brutal truth an answer they might not necessarily be prepared for.
Yeah. And if they're asking for that, then they need to get that to understand. I mean, this is good for them as well as it's good for you, because it's teaching that person who you are. They're learning how to receive you. This is not just them questioning you and pressing you. It's also them trying to understand who you are and how you and how they have to interact with you, because you're being honest about who you are yourself. Shit.
For sure, and if anything, it shows them how tough their bulletproof vest is, so to speak.
Well, and if not, I mean, you definitely can know when somebody's fragile. But you can always have that conversation. Listen, let me explain something to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you ask me a question, I'm going to. If you don't want that answer, don't ask, because I'm going to give you the truth. Because as much as I love you, I don't love you more than I love myself. And I'm not going to.
Definitely.
I'm not going to, how should I put it, discount my own manhood for the sake of how you feel either,
Right, like dim your light to uplift somebody else.
I'm not going to do that. If that's the case, then we just don't fit, which is okay. We can decide that we don't fit and we can move on,
I totally agree.
Appreciate you, Jamal. Appreciate you, bro.
Right. If I can just say one last thing, just like I said, give you guys a shout out. I feel like we don't shout out Myq enough, and that's just us as audience members.
Yeah.
Top clips up. And we just kind of oversees everything over there, man. Just make sure shit runs smooth. Shout out to Myq for sure.
Thank you. Holy shit. Thank you, man.
live stream on Godfrey. So,
Dude,
yeah.
Myq is dope. Appreciate you, Jamal. Thank you, bro. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
All right, bro.
All right, let me put that number back up.
Here's the number of live consultations, 347-464-2827, 347-464-2872. I also got some comments because I read your comments, y'all. I'm watching y'all. Listen, I can't answer them all, but I'm definitely reading those comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe at ManSchool 202. Also, all on platforms, Instagram, y'all can check me out as well. And for consultations, like hour consultations, half-hour consultations, I'm doing a lot more of them. Go to DanteNero.com and click on consult. You can book time with me directly. It's interesting. I was doing a consultation today, and a guy. Oh, we got a call. Let's go.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Tony Harper from Jacksonville, Florida.
What's up, Tony? What's going on, baby?
Nothing much, man. I was wondering how you feel about if you miss Patrice or anything. I know it's not probably on topic, but I want to know how you feel about Patrice.
Oh man, I miss him every day.
Legacy.
I miss him every day. So the best way I could explain that is, man, you fucked me up on that one.
Sorry.
We had a connection in the way that this is gonna sound, just pause, but this is gonna sound a little sweet as anything, but it's like we could finish each other's sentences. Like we would discuss things, and I'm getting feedback, no? In the headphones?
Yeah, if you could turn off your radio.
Turn
or
off your radio,
TV.
dog.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Much better.
So what happens is we had a connection where there was an understanding, there was a base level of understanding, and I really wish she was still here so that I could have somebody to bounce these thoughts off. So I ain't gonna lie, it makes me better because I have to be my own test results. Like I have to be, because I would usually have him to push back. And I would push back on
you
him.
can't slide nothing past Patrice.
Yeah.
His radar catches shit.
And
you know what I'm saying?
and we
I
were
didn't mean to curse.
we were one and the same. It's like I would check him if he said something, and then we would debate about it. And as much as people would go, he was a type of dude who people thought he was so he was actually very flexible. If you had a logical argument and you could explain to him what that logic was, he would change his mind. Absolutely. So I miss him every
But
day.
you see, a lot of people don't have logical arguments to go along with the bullshit they talk about, and that's why they didn't like Patrice, because he not only could he throw it in your face, he could explain why he's throwing it in your face, and he can explain why you deserve to have it thrown in your face.
Well, I'll tell you one. I can sum it. This was always my gift. In terms of our social dynamics, I could always put it. My truth sharpens your honesty. Like if I'm so truthful that you either have to be more honest with me than you've ever been, or you're gonna hate me and you're gonna want me to. Because if you're a liar, right, I have to be a liar and a scam artist too. Because if you are a liar and I'm not a liar, then you know that you're gonna be exposed by my truth, because I'm gonna call you out, and so it forces. But anyway, Jamal, you got a number? You got any questions? I'm sorry.
Oh, me? Do I have any questions?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just wanted to reminisce about Patrice because I be watching Black Phillip and everything. I still watch Black Phillip and I still watch the O&As. And of course, you were Patrice was my introduction to you. Also, I'm a fan of yours, of course, and Patrice. You know what I'm saying?
Now let me
say
something real quick about the Black Phillip. I love the Black Phillip. I still listen to them sometimes, but I think in a way the Black Phillip Show was our recognition of what was. It was our recognition of something that that the balance was off. And I try to tell dudes, if you can't watch Black Phillip with a mind of entertainment, then you shouldn't watch it. And I'll tell you why. We didn't really give any answers. There was no explanation. There were no answers to what we were stating the problem. And at the time, I think Patrice was angry at a lot of times because I think he was disappointed and angry at times. And I think a lot of that anger is what gave seeds to the manosphere. What exists now is this anger towards women, which is just really ridiculous. It's like I'll be watching somebody else's content, and they'll have a bunch of OnlyFans and strippers and all these chicks on, all these goofy chicks on, and then when they're acting goofy, they're mad at them because they're acting.
Right.
You can't be mad at fish
but
for
they don't
swimming.
go out and get lawyers and doctors. They don't go and get lawyer women and doctor women and professional women.
And
You
even
go
if
and-
they
go and
do,
get the women.
even if they do, they're asking women to not be emotional about things that they're emotional about and be accountable, which you're just not going to get that. So it doesn't, and so the whole point is that you're feeding a bunch of dudes or a bunch of these incel dudes and these dudes who are really afraid to address women in the first place, which is the fear is the basis of it. And they're doing it so they want to tune in and watch you trash women. I don't trash women. I love women. Why would you?
True.
And there's a way to deal with that. But man, I appreciate you calling though, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time, man. You have a wonderful day. Happy
Thank
Halloween.
you, man. Tell everybody we doing this every Tuesday, 8:30, going live, ManSchool 202. ManSchool 202. We're taking questions live on the air, and I love it, man. 347-464-2827. Anything, ask me. I'd love to get some women to call in. I would love to have a woman call in and ask me something or question me. I'm about this life, man. See me, test me. Ask me anything. If I don't know, I'll tell you. And if I can learn something, I will. We got a call on the line. Mike, what's going on? Let's go.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
What's going on? Who am I speaking with,
bro?
bro?
Is it Dante?
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, what's up? I'm so happy I got on the show, yo. That's what's up. Hey.
That's dope. That's dope.
How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. What you got? What's your question?
All right, my question is a question that I'm just curious about. What is the best way to communicate to a woman? Like, let's say, like, you are just looking for, like, let's say just sex. Like, let's say you're just looking for sex and you're not trying to lead her on in the wrong direction. Like, what would be, like, let's say your best way to, like, to say, like, and let's say you're in a bar setting or, like, in a regular setting.
All right, let me,
like, come off in a
okay,
way.
let me say this first. The assumption that every woman wants a relationship with you is a wrong assumption. There are women who like sex just like men. Maybe not like just like men, but there are women that want to have sex, and every time that they sleep with somebody, they may not have you in mind, as you may not be their Prince Charming. They just might want to smash and dash on you. And I know that's a concept that's foreign to men to think that women would think that, but it's like, I have my pops was old school. My pops was born in 1920, right? And he was very homophobic. And I was like, dude, no gay dude wants to smash your ugly old balls, dude. You're 80. Like, so to think that every woman is looking for that, I think if you think about, there's this level of honesty. I think you can have a level of honesty. If there's a communication about this, just being honest about what your intentions are. And I know that sounds hard, but I think a woman respects that more, and you've given her an opportunity to say yay or nay. But I think what I think a lot of men, the reason why men lie and they want to be deceptive is because they're doing what I call shoplifting the pussy. Shoplifting the pussy is you go into a store and you wanna purchase something that you don't that you're not entitled to. You don't have the money for. So you're gonna front like you have the money. Like the analogy I lose, nobody goes into the Bentley dealership and with 5 racks and walks around the place like, where's the champagne? Why am I not being, you don't have money for this. So if you're not working with the best version of yourself, you at the core, you have to be working on being the best version of yourself. That means working out, eating right, like reading books, traveling, being something that is worth wanting to be with. You got to be dope. But a lot of dudes ain't dope, and they're trying to ride in the dope lane, and you can't, if you know that you ain't doing what you need to do, it is in your walk, it's in your talk, it's in the cadence of your voice, it's in your approach, and it's what you say. When you're confident, you just step up and you ask. Hey,
Got you.
and then here's the other thing I think that we don't understand is that she hasn't made up her mind about you either. Like, and to be honest, you may want to smash, just want to smash right now. I've said this to women hundreds of times. All you want is sex? Well, if that's all you got to offer, yeah, that's all I want. But if you have more to offer than that, I want that too. But we're both in this kind of place where we're exploring each other, and you know, relationship and marriage and monogamy is not on the table in that first 5 minutes. So I think giving what you're doing is you're lying about a pretense. I mean, you're both lying in a way, because she hasn't made her decision about you either. So, man, I appreciate that question. It got me to get something off my chest that I've been trying to talk about for a while. I appreciate you, though.
All right, no problem, boss.
Thank you.
Stay safe out here.
Yeah. Happy Halloween, ManSchool 202. Like and subscribe, share. Tell everybody we doing this every Tuesday at 8:30. You can call in, hit me with anything. Again, I would love to speak to some women. But you know, but I'll talk to my brothers. I mean, the bottom line is, you know, I mean, we, you know, this kind of dynamic that we're going through, where like, first of all, I don't even believe there's this thing where there's this sexual revolution where men and women are at odds. Not for me. Yeah, let's do it.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Marcus Marshall, Bay Area, California.
What's up, Marcus?
What's going on, man? My question is pretty much this. I've been listening to you for a minute, of course, with Patrice and so on and so forth. And now I don't necessarily have a problem with getting women. My problem is kind of recognizing where my disdain from women came from.
Okay.
And like recently, my mom passed last year. I just want to give a small backstory and keep it quick.
I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Appreciate it. Me and my mom didn't really have a good relationship, and then I moved to LA. I was out there for like 4 or 5 years, and then I came back to the Bay, 4 years ago now?
Right.
And so the last 3 years that my mom was alive, she was becoming an actual, like a woman, you know, like patient, calm, listening, you know, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And I realized how much I got, like, a lot of my tendencies from her in terms of being angry and
now. Did you grow up with your dad or no?
Yeah, he's still around. But I say this to everybody: I didn't know my dad until my mom died.
Okay.
Meaning, right. I just see my dad be friendly around people, like his friends never came to the house.
In other words, you didn't have a model to mimic.
Correct.
Okay. So where's this disdain come from?
My cousins. Both sides of my family is mostly women, and so
wait,
female
cousins. Female cousins.
Female cousins, yes.
And so what
Older
were they
and my age.
Were they telling you how horrible men were, or?
No, just, I guess, noticing like insecurities, like when we argue about things, there'd be over like the most dumbest stuff. And I've just never comprehended, like, well, how do I talk to this person? And then to like notice whether it be an insecurity or because your father wasn't around or because something happened within the family with drugs or whatever, like.
Okay, hold on, Marcus. We kind of all over the place, so I'm trying to pinpoint the moment. Gotcha. Are you saying that because you witnessed kind of these kind of insecurities from your cousin that you have this disdain for women, or what? I'm not getting where you're going.
Basically, I never knew how to interact with women because the women in my family had issues.
Okay, all right. So so was it their model that because you couldn't interact with them? You're saying that you couldn't interact with women outside on a you know, in terms of social dynamics and attraction or whatever outside in your dating life? Is that what you're saying?
That was a problem. That's not so much of a problem now, but kind of just like what you said as you was talking about Patrice and the Black Phillip Show, how there was kind of, Patrice kind of disliking women a little bit just at the moment in time. And I kind of feel like I'm in that same place.
Okay, so first of all, you gotta stop listening to Black Phillip. If you can't, like I said, if you can't listen to it and take it for the entertainment, then stop listening to it. The second thing is Patrice was a guy who really didn't understand his power until he went to Brazil. This story, y'all can look it up online. He went to Brazil and he was messing around with hookers and stuff in Brazil. But the difference was he used to say that in Brazil, the hookers in Brazil, they don't sell pussy, they sell dreams, right? And because they would give you the whole girlfriend kind of thing. So Patrice had a resentment for how he was treating, but what I don't think that he recognized is that nobody can treat you anyway unless you let them. If you're giving them access and they're treating you like trash, then you're getting what you give out. So I'll take this to the whole thing as much as Jada Pinkett Smith is the devil, she could not be the devil if Will didn't give her access. If the first time that she was disrespectful or the first time that she mentioned Tupac, if he had said, listen, if you don't want to be down with this, fine. You can go fuck Tupac's grave, then that wouldn't happen. So the abuse only happens when we allow it. So I think you got to take responsibility for the fact that you have let this happen, right? And the things that you feel is the fact that you're really angry at yourself for allowing it to happen. And your anger is being put on women, which is just unfair because they're responding to you. If you don't tolerate, I'll give you a quick story. I remember I took a girl out on dinner, took her to dinner. I was going to a play, Broadway play. I detailed the car. I picked her up. We paid for parking. I paid a nice little rack, nice guap for the tickets. And then she said she was hungry, so we stopped at a diner and we ordered 2 cheeseburgers. It was like, because we were going to go to dinner earlier, but we didn't get a bite to eat. And then she accuses me of looking at the ass of the waitress. I'm not even going to get into whether I was or I wasn't. I wasn't, but even if I was, I mean, so I said, no, I wasn't. And then she kept arguing with me back and forth. And just the sheer level of audacity to give me a hard time when I had done so much to make this a special night. So as I went, I took the cheeseburger and I slid it back to my side. She says, what you doing? I go, I'm taking my cheeseburger back. And she goes, you what? Oh, that's how we get down? I go, yeah, I'm not going to feed you, do everything else, and then have you accuse me and start a fight with me. We're not doing both. And if the next time you open your mouth about some nonsense, we will get in the car and I will take you home. So she was like, oh, you just let me see. That's what you want to do. You take. I got my own money. I said, waitress, come back. She wants to order. And I sat there and ate the cheeseburger. I said, and if we go any further, then we're going home. The point is, my point is, people will treat you. You will teach people how to treat you. So you gotta really look into yourself and get out of your feelings and really say, I'm responsible for this. Man, I appreciate your call, bro.
I much appreciate it, man.
Thanks.
Definitely appreciate your time.
All right, let's go, Myq.
Well, we actually have a female caller.
I would love that. I would love that.
Let's call her back and see if we could.
Sister, call back if you want to talk. I would love that. But it's funny because I had a guy who I've been consulting with. Shout out to my man Ian. I got a consultation I did today, and the guy was like,
Sorry, this is Angela we're calling.
Okay.
Right now. Angela. She's in the ManSchool 202 chat right now.
Okay.
Hi, Dante.
Hey, Angela. How are you, sweetness? What's going on?
I'm fine, thank you. I am 54 years old. I will be 55 on January 1st.
Congratulations.
I have been listening. Thank you, brother. I have been listening since Beige Phillip's first episode. I'm a little nervous. I'm very excited. And actually, you read my letter in episode like 300 and something. I was working out. I'm a trainer.
Wow.
And I lost it in the dojo. I was like, oh, my God. So I just want to thank you for all you do. And I just want to tell these men out here, I don't want to single out any type of man specifically culturally or, from a race perspective or anything. I just want to tell all of you men out here that, it's a matter of just courtesy. I tell women all the time, bring a brother a plate, changes life. Cook dinner, bring it. Listen, you sit there, I'll bring you your plate.
Yeah.
It's the little things.
Yeah.
And I think that we've lost sight of that.
Yeah.
And I think that if more women were open to just being women and not being consumed with what anyone else thinks or just going with what they feel, a lot of things can be avoided. And it's all about communication.
Yeah. Well, Angela, I want to say something. Like Kevin Samuels, no name above him, but he would say, 54 years old, you out of the game. And I'm going to tell you something. If you 54...
Oh, no. I will. You can look at my picture in Google and see. I am definitely not out of the game.
Well, first of all...
Maybe I can afford to say the things I say because I'm not out of the game. I'm 5'5", I'm 127, I'm in shape, I'm educated, I'm accomplished, but I know that I am looking, seeking, and I am better with a partner. And that partner looks like the male species. Point blank, period, dot. Let's be very clear, brother.
I love it. And I'm going to say something to you. I mean, the fact that you are the best version of yourself is what makes you radiate that kind of confidence is what I mean. And I'm going to tell you something, dog. This whole thing, you in the danger zone and you're not viable because you're past 23 years. Look, a dude, if you get a dude a plate and suck his dick, you have no idea how far that goes.
You're in it. It's the little things. It's like, listen, I bring you a plate, maybe I need you to wash my truck. I mean, listen, it's the little things.
And we want to do it
so much, and we've lost sight of that.
I'm going to tell you something.
Sight of that.
A guy loves to, what are we if we're not doing things for women? Like, what are we if we're not taking care of? I mean, it is our role and it's what we want to do. We just want to do it and be appreciated for it. So if you bring,
I don't know what happened. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what happened. I can't call it. I don't want to sound
it's the internet.
Antiquated. I can't call it.
Angela,
it
is absolutely the internet and the fact that the internet gives you parts of people's life. Because I'm telling you,
maybe that's why I'm only on LinkedIn and not on anything else. Maybe that's why I'm still winning. I may be single, but I'm still winning.
Angie, let me tell you something. You want LinkedIn is good for a job. You looking for a job. And it just happens to be taking care of a man. Because I'm gonna tell you, if you suck my dick and bring me a plate, you can have anything.
Listen, that turkey sandwich with mayo on both sides of the bread, bro. I know what it is. Come on now.
That's it.
Come on now. I've been down. I've been down.
Thank you, Angie. I appreciate it, bro. Only thing I would say is that it is, it's scarce. I feel sorry for women because there's not enough good dudes. It's just
I don't. Listen, I don't believe that. I do believe it. Last night, perfect example. I went to my sensei's movie premiere.
Right.
I showed up. I was dressed, dressed really nice. I had on a beautiful top, jeans, boots, high heel boots. I'm dressed here, everything done. And cats are staring, and nobody's saying anything. And I was by myself because I'm comfortable going out alone.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying anything.
Angie,
I'm
working on it.
From the men. I'm getting stares from the men, Dante, and glares from the women.
Yeah, I feel you.
Stares from the men and glares from the women.
Angie, thank you. I'm doing the work here. I'm trying to open that.
I know you are, brother, and I'm riding with you.
Thank you,
I'm riding with you 14 years later. I got you, bro. Thank you so much for all you do, and thank you, men out there, for listening. He's a real one.
There you go. There you go.
Didn't mean to hang up on her like that.
Angie, shout out to Angie, yo. Thank you, bro.
Sounds like a good woman.
Oh, somebody better snatch that up quick. But somebody like that, they get scared. But you know what? Angie, grab somebody's balls. Just grab a dick. Because dudes are scared. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Mike, you get your dick sucked and a turkey sandwich with mayonnaise on both sides?
I am not mad at it. Well, like, for instance, I got new blinds for the house this weekend. So, of course, my girlfriend's fucking 4'11". She can't put up blinds.
Right.
So I'm putting up to it, and she did the perfect. She literally just came in. She had a cold glass of water. She was like, "You want anything to eat?" I was like, "No." She goes, and then she exited the room. I was like, "What a perfect."
Oh, my
God.
God.
A little piece of me was like, what did I do so right to like? And she did nothing. She did nothing but bring me like a nice cold glass of water. Like, it looks like you're fucking sweating.
And I'm gonna tell you, all that we do it for women, dog. I'm full disclosure, I'm selling my house, right? So I had to move out of my house and move into put most of my stuff in a storage place, and I'm in a 1-bedroom, right? And I'm so used to not have, but so much of the shit I had, I just don't even, I didn't even know what I had. I mean, I'm in the bed, I'm in the kitchen, I'm in the bathroom, or I'm in the streets. And it's like, man, why? I realize that all that the house, the thing, we do this stuff to make ourselves relevant to the opposite sex. But at a real sense, what do we need as men? We're simple beings. So I don't know. Let's get that number up again, please. Let me read it.
And also, I have comedian Myq Figs here who has a question for you, if that's cool.
Mike,
he's
going
to be on Godfrey in a little bit, too, as well. He's the guest tonight. If you don't mind him jumping in real quick.
Mike, come on in.
Jump in, Mike. Hilarious. He's on the Thing Is podcast right here on Gas Digital Network.
What up, Mikey? What's up, my guy? Where should I sit here? Yeah, that's fine. He's on camera there, right, Mike?
Hold on. Let me get his mic set up for you.
All right.
Actually, Figs, that's your mic right next to you, the tall one right there. That one, yeah.
That one or the first one?
No, the second one, the first one you pointed at.
Yeah, this one.
That one, that's all you, yeah.
Here we go. What's going on, Dante?
What up, Mike?
Powerful Myq Figs.
I'm not going to lie, a little bricked up after Angela talking about the turkey sandwich. I'm not going to lie. I'll clean the truck, whatever you need me to do, dog.
I'm telling you. But you had a question. Hit me.
Yeah, so I was on the No Need for Apologies.
Yeah, with Derek Gaines. Shout out to Derek Gaines, Dave Temple.
And we were talking about picking up girls at the movie theater.
Right.
Which is kind of outlandish.
I have the clip here if you want to watch.
Go ahead, pull it up. You put a comment on it.
Okay.
And I just want to defend myself.
All right.
Let me see if I could.
Tiana! Good, Tiana. You worked out that body count yet? Or no, you still adding?
I'm still counting. It's so many.
For Christmas, I'm going to give you one of them accountant visors. But this was something. I'm always online. I'm like, who told him that?
So sometimes I turn up I'm half Italian, half Puerto Rican. Sometimes I turn up the Italian part.
Right.
And in this particular question, he was like, how would you get girls at the movie theater?
Right.
So I'm thinking, if I'm in a group, a bunch of my guys, and you see a bunch of chicks, something that's kind of like nice and not too creepy, you fucking hit them with some popcorn,
Right.
Imagine you see them there, you go, hold on 1 second. You get fucking 3 big buckets.
Okay.
You go,
and
ladies.
what was my?
You said, you were like, nah.
Okay, so
but in the clip, I'm more like, I fucking hit it with some candy, little milk duds. Maybe I went a little too far.
Well, here's why I say no. Anything that you don't earn, you don't appreciate.
I got you.
And so whenever if you're giving something unsolicited, and because she's attractive, first of all, attractive women, they get free shit all the time, right? And so now you are just another guy that's giving free shit. And so what you're doing is you're saying your attention as a man should be enough. Like just giving her the attention that is enough. And to do that, what you're doing is you're giving a gift. And I understand it's a small thing and it's a nice gesture, but you haven't even spoke. You're approaching her saying, I'm buying your attention with the popcorn.
True.
It is a gesture, but it's a gesture unearned. And the gesture unearned is what you're doing is you're setting up a dynamic where you've set up the dynamic that where you have to pay for her attention.
True.
So it starts with popcorn, then it's milk duds, then you're buying a house or you're paying rent. and I'm not saying that anybody has to be. There's anything wrong with that. What I'm saying is that, but you're setting up a dynamic. There's something I used to say years ago. Anything you do for a woman more than 3 times is no longer a favor. It's an obligation. It becomes expected. And
Gotcha.
so
Mike always buys my friend's stuff. Every time I bring my boyfriend, he pays for the whole bill if I'm with
Right.
my girls and shit.
And then they take
I
it
see
for
what you're
granted.
saying.
And then it's just, and we've seen a video. There's been videos of that where women have, you know, I saw this video, Mike's fixing the lights and shit, but where a woman, she had a birthday party, and then all her friends came, none of them came with no money, and then she was like, you gotta pay for my how you
I saw that video. That's a waiter's nightmare.
But it starts with popcorn.
Yeah, true. Big fact.
It starts with popcorn. And so you have to understand something. You set the precedent. How does a woman know who you are? You tell her. You tell her who you are.
Yeah.
And you tell her in the way you talk, the way you walk, what you expect, what you don't expect, and you're setting a precedent as if my attention, my sheer presence is not enough.
Yeah.
That I got to sweeten the pot. Now, if you're talking and you're only kicking and you da-da-da-da-da-da, he says, and then she's getting the popcorn, you're like, yo, I got that. That's clearly a different thing.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if I would do that. You know,
gotcha.
I mean, because, yo, I'm dope.
Yeah.
I am the commodity. You have to act like you're the commodity, and if you're acting like you as a commodity is somehow, there's something that I say. Anytime you get a guy's 5'4", shout out to Aaron Berg, who kind of lies about it and says he's 5'6". He's doing that because he's basically saying 5'4" is not enough. I understand that he's not internalizing that, and it's not a conscious thing, but what he's doing is he's saying, if I just was 2 inches taller, it would be enough. And you're enough as it is.
I got you.
If you
you would hope to get lucky. Like, you would hope that you would find that one girl that goes, man, this fucking guy brought me popcorn. This was really nice. You know what? I'm going to return the favor. But 1 out of 10.
Here's another thing. There is no luck.
Yeah.
I don't believe in luck. I don't gamble. I don't even play lotto. So I'd rather put my time and energy and money in something that I know is going to yield something with work and focus. So it's not luck. If you're dope, like, I get it that everybody's not going to go for you. I mean, I'm 57 years old, and so just sheer my age, sometimes a woman, it will discount. Yeah, but, yo, I'm dope.
Yeah.
Like, so I got a guy, you know? You need a plumber? I got a guy. You got body work? I got a guy. You need your pussy. I know how to eat it. I've eaten a lot of pussies. I'm good at it. A lot of practice, you know? I mean, even when it comes to that, it's young dudes. I'm gonna get a little sexy. Where's Tiana at? Because she need to hear this. Yeah. As an older dude, I pay attention. I pay attention to this. So here's the thing: you get a guy, yo, I tore that pussy, I was smashing. If you got a girl and she says she's missionary style, she's a missionary. Let me talk to the camera. If she's missionary style, and she is pushing her hamstrings against you as you're pounding it, you are too deep.
Yeah.
She's going, this is too much.
Yeah.
If you're going down on your and she's hyperventilating, it's because she's too sensitive, and you're going too hard. So you gotta when you're down there, you should listen. You should be looking at her diaphragm. You should be watching so that her breath goes deeper. That as she gets more into her breath, instead of that it should be a deeper where she's sinking deeper and then she wants more. And you need to be just behind where she wants more, so you're pulling back when she wants more. So it's a push pull, but it's a push pull. But you're paying attention to the signals.
Yeah.
If you're not paying attention, because if you're hitting it right, eventually you'll see the legs, the hip flexors will relax and they'll fall back because she's trying to get it all.
Yeah.
So if we're not paying attention, if we're just so busy doing what we're doing, which again, this is why the principles to my podcast has been boiled down to ACE: authenticity, credibility, and empathy. Empathy is putting yourself in her position, is being able to read the signals that she's giving you. And if you're not reading them, then you're just doing what you want to do. You can go home and jerk off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't need a person there to jerk off. It's about an intimate connection that you want to build with somebody. So, Myq,
gotta listen.
Let's get them numbers going, Myq. And Myq,
let's throw
hang out, Myq.
Hang out. You need to make a tape of what you were just talking about. I want to see the tape.
Oh, it'll be online. We'll put it online. Tiana, am I right?
Yeah.
Tiana sounded a little verklempt when I was making that explanation.
It's getting hot in it. It's
Sorry,
like
I'm
sexual
eating
energy.
Oreos. My bad.
Is that what we call it now, eating Oreos? 347-464-2827. Live consultation. We doing it live. I want to hear that. Shout out to Angie for calling in. It's just dope. I love talking to women about this. And you know, I whatever it is, ask me. I will tell you my years of wisdom. There's a call. Let's go.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
Yo, what's going on? This is Greg from Detroit.
What's up, Greg from Detroit? Thanks for calling in from Detroit. I didn't know it was still open.
Hey, man, listen, you do that every time we get on the phone, man. Every time. Listen, I'm going to need you to come out to Detroit, and I'm going to need you to start saying to do the thing. I'm going to take you around. I'm going to take you to some spots.
I would love that. In fact, Money Mike is getting ready to set up. We're getting ready to do this live. We're going to go on the road and do this live soon, so we might be able to. What's your question, Mike? Talk to me, bro.
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, you said Mike. Okay. No, but yeah, I just wanted to call in and say, anybody out there that's listening, I've been doing consultations with Dante for about 9 years now.
Wow.
And this dude is the truth.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah,
this is Mike. Mike, what's going on, Mike? How you doing?
No, this is Greg.
From Detroit. From Detroit.
Yeah, from Detroit.
I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't want to. Go ahead.
Okay. I was the dude. I called you about the chicken. I had the Chris Brown tickets. I just recently got you helped me out a lot with my son's mom.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah.
Yes, I remember the Chris Brown tickets. Dope, man. Thanks for calling in, Mike. I appreciate you. I mean, Greg, I'm in my head.
I'm still thinking about that turkey sandwich. That shit got us fucked up a little bit.
Thank you, bro.
Right. I was just gonna throw this out there because people think I'm crazy, and I think I kind of already know what you're gonna say, but I just want to hear you say it. So, like, say, for instance, like, I know my man just mentioned the thing with the popcorn.
Right.
So, if you out and you kicking it and you at the club, and say, for instance, like, I got this real big thing of, like, if a chick asks me to buy her a drink, like, I'm done with her, right? But if I'm sitting there and I'm vibing with a girl, I'll just buy her a drink just because, I'm feeling her or that's just what I want to do. It's almost kind of like, since she's not asking for it, I want to do it for her.
Right.
One of them begging ass chicks, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. Some people think that's like, they think it's kind of like the same thing or whatever, but I'm like, nah, it's not.
It's not the same.
Because I feel like if she's asking for it, she, kind of like she's opening it up to being a user. Like, what you think?
I don't disagree with that, but what I tell you, what's interesting about that is when you're dope and you live a dope life, right? You buy drinks, right? So if I'm out with when I'm out with my man or I'm hanging out with my boys and I get a drink, I'll be like, yo, you want something? I would do that anyway. So if I'm sitting and I'm kicking it with somebody and we're vibing, I would do the same. Yo, you want a drink? I'm going to the bar. You want? I mean, it's just the problem is when you don't want the nature of the relationship or the sexual dynamic to be transactional. That's the difference. When you decide this is what you want to do, it's not transactional, and that is the key difference. It's what you do. Like I've picked up the bill. I've hung out with dudes and comics who are, especially when I'm hanging out with comics who are just starting out and ain't got no money. I'll pick up the bill all the time. Yo, I got it. They'll be, yo, how much was that? Yo, what's the? And I'll be like, I already got it. Let's go. And everybody's like, oh, where are you? Thanks. But that's how I ride anyway. You know what I mean? It's dope dudes do dope things, and so the difference is when my attention with you is transactional. I mean, I don't think that anybody would be kicking it with somebody, you like somebody, and she's going, I'm thirsty, and you wouldn't get her, like, I mean, what are we doing? But you're right, Mike. It just, I mean, Greg, it shouldn't be transactional.
Yeah, it's a bad sign if the first thing a girl says is, "You gonna buy me a drink?" Like that's a horrible red flag.
And your answer be absolutely not. I don't even go no. I go absolutely not. I'm absolutely not buying you a drink. Greg, I appreciate you calling in, dog. I hope everything's going good. I haven't heard from you in a minute, so things must be going good.
I'm planning on. Yeah, it's better. I'm planning on doing another consultation with you. I'll be look for me in the next couple weeks. I'm gonna get at you.
All right, consultations, DanteNero.com. Click on consult. ManSchool 202. Subscribe, like, share. Tell everybody we doing this every Tuesday at 8:30. We doing it. The number's 347-464-2827. Thanks, Greg. I appreciate you. Call in.
I appreciate you.
Yeah. Let's go. Call in. Bang, it doesn't like you don't have to wait.
There we go.
Caller, you're on the air with Myq Figs and Dante Nero. What's your name? Where are you from?
All right, what's up, man? It's Al. I'm from Nashville.
What's up, Al?
Quick question. Hey, what's going on? Hey, well, I just got a quick question. What you think about that Joe Smith situation, man?
Man, so check out YouTube because we getting ready to tear that video out in a minute. But let me just say this. In the conversation of the Joe Smith, one of the things she says is, "You knew who I was when I met you." She's not exactly. So I don't. Yeah. So this is the fact that you're dealing with somebody who has shown you what their nature is.
What's the situation in a nutshell?
Okay, so this is the NBA star, right?
Yeah.
Find Nice Girls on OnlyFans.
I
don't know much. I just saw a viral clip where
I think they troll.
That's what I thought too. I thought it was pure BS. So there's a lady on.
Yeah, because as soon as she said that, I looked up who she was. I was like, oh, okay, that's who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's a famous NBA star finds out that his wife has OnlyFans,
right?
And then they start arguing with each other, and she's recording the whole thing,
right?
And she was like, "Hey, I told you we were in a predicament. You didn't solve it, so I solved it." You know, but it did come off like it was like kind of acted, like kind of fake.
First of all, I don't know if it is, it isn't, but here's the thing. The best way I can put it is this: look, if you want a pet, right, and you want a pet that you can sit and watch TV with, get a bunny rabbit, right? They're easy to clean up. The shits. Don't get a rattlesnake. If you got a rattlesnake, you can't sit and watch Netflix with a rattlesnake because eventually you're going to get bit. Just imagine this. The analogy is this. Say you got a rattlesnake. Mike, you come say, "Yo, I heard you got a rattlesnake." I go, "Yeah." He says, "Yo, can I see him?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yo, can you take him out?" I go, "Yeah." Now I got to go. I got to get my high boots. I got to get my sunglasses, my glasses so he don't spit venom at me. I got to get the long boots. I got to get the fork. The L thing, I gotta and now I gotta wait till I'm over and pin him to the ground and hold him, and I show you him and put the fangs. I show you the fangs, and then I put him back in the cage, and I slip my hand out before he bites me, and then I gotta put a 25-pound plate on it. So, like, stop dating rattlesnakes. Unless you want to be a rattlesnake wrangler, stop it. And so, if this is trolling, if it's not trolling, I can't imagine why a guy, Joe Smith, who was an NBA player, why he would allow this. And the simple fact that she's videotaping it.
Yeah.
The insanity.
That's why I think it was troll.
Yeah.
But, if that'd have been a real argument, he might have slapped the shit out of her. You know what? If he married a porn star and he's expecting her not to be a porn star, he ain't got no right to smack nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, not that he has a right to smack anybody anyways, but, dog, you shopping for rattlesnakes, dog, and you want them to act like bunny rabbits. Stop getting mad at fish for swimming, dog. You know, she's made her living, effing dudes.
And the issue in the video was that she didn't come to him first. She was like, "You should have told me about this." So if this guy,
broke. So
he's broke.
What do you expect her to do? He's broke. He went broke.
But here's the other thing: you went with a chick who was effing with you because you wasn't broke. This is, and you know what it all starts with. You know how he met her?
Popcorn in the
movie
theater.
Some popcorn. Hey, I appreciate you.
All right, man. Hey, man, keep doing your thing, man.
Yeah. Look for that video. We're gonna tear that up in a minute. We're gonna go hard on that.
Damn, it's crazy how that all
happens.
It makes sense, man.
Shout out to Harry, too. Harry's my co-host, man. I appreciate that. Live consultations, 347-464-2827. Call in, man. I'm ready to do. We talk about
waiting for a call. How do you feel about what, like, we talked on Godfrey last week about the Jada Will thing where she recorded him and this guy saying the girl recorded him?
Yeah, I mean...
Let's take the call.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Where are you from?
It's Six from Cincinnati, man.
What up, Six?
What's good with you, man?
I'm goody good. What's going on? Talk to me.
Man, I heard you talking about you want to make sure that their relationships with females is not transactional.
Yeah.
When is it not transactional?
What I mean is, when I say transactional, what I mean is that she is going. You are presenting what you want to present. You're not forced into a situation where oh you got to do this and you got to do that. I mean, we all know when you I put it like this: would you consider a gift transactional?
It depends on the intention behind the gift.
Okay, so what?
I feel like so many times women got a lot of hidden intentions, so you might not know it's transactional, but for the most part, women only really value you for a resource. And then, so if you're not providing a resource, then they really don't see any use or value in you.
But what is that? I mean, look, a woman never dates a guy who she doesn't think is better than her. Let's be honest. Like women date up, men will date down a lot of times. But that's also a position that we want to be in. We want to be her everything. We want to be her all in all. So I mean, we also put ourselves in that position. My question, when I say it is a gift transactional, I'm saying when you give a gift, is it transactional? Six. I'm saying for you personally.
Me personally, no.
So what I'm saying is, what I'm talking about is from the guy's point of view. If the guy is not giving a gift and it's not transactional, that's what I think it's how somebody perceives it, right? Especially if you're the one that's has the resources. If you're giving it, right? And to be honest, I don't. When I give something, I give it out of the kindness of my heart. And if I expect something in return, right? I am clear about this is what I expect back, and any violation of that contract is a contract that we've agreed on. So when I say when you buy a drink for a girl, it shouldn't be transactional. You're buying it because you want to buy it this way. That if she's not responding to the way that you want or whatever, and it's not transactional in that way, you can just keep stepping. You be like, good, all right, enjoy your drink. Because the reality is that the kindness of somebody, of a dope dude, like she's gonna get so much more out of you anyway. But if
you never know if your kindness is being
you absolutely do. You absolutely. When do you not know that?
Hey, sometimes they super clever at hiding it, man, and it's so interesting in trying to get in a relationship with people these days. It's almost easier just to be like, the affection that I want in life, I'd rather just pay for it outright, so everybody get what they really want. Good.
I'm not saying that's you can rock that way. If you want to rock that way. What I am saying though, is that there's never a situation when you are being taken advantage of that. Like, okay, I will give you this. I will give you this grace. The first time you're taken advantage of could be a surprise. The second time is your fault. Mm-hmm. You know when it's happening. I used to say this. I used to usually, it's when you feel that tingle in your nuts, chances are you getting ready to get kicked in the balls. It's the problem when you're shoplifting the pussy, and then this woman is disrespectful, or she says something that rubs you the wrong way, and you overlook it, right? Because she's attractive, or because you think you're gonna be able to smash. That's on you. You can't. I mean, look, we could talk about how horrible Jada Pinkett Smith is, but how many years have they been married? I mean, she's been talking about Tupac since Tupac. I don't know what's Tupac dead, like 20 years. She's been talking about Tupac.
Jada Pinkett Smith was more in love with Sherman Klump than she is with Will Smith.
I wouldn't doubt that. But what I'm saying, at what point is it Will's responsibility to go, this chick is a rattlesnake and I need to not be in it? I mean,
what's so interesting is I watched the podcast with her. The girl who played Blossom is like a therapist, like a psychotherapist.
Okay.
And she be breaking people down on her show. She just did an episode that got released today with Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, she was super introspective and took a lot of accountability. So I really don't feel as bad as I used to. I used to think she was the devil, but like you said, man, if you're just taking it, then you must want it. Like
you have to have some responsibility. And I'm gonna tell you, there's dudes that, and this is a crazy thing that we get into relationships and our moms are toxic, right? And so
that's what I'm saying. A lot of us dudes are so used to being dominated by women. Our grandmas used to blow cigarette smoke in our face. We've been getting shitted on so long. We think that your girl is supposed to just treat you like that, and it ain't supposed to be like that.
Six, I'm gonna just say this: my grandmother never blew cigarette, and I want to give you a virtual hug.
Damn, secondhand smoke. It was missing smoke all in my crib.
Damn.
But I'm saying at some point in time, I get that we're broken and there's that trauma, but at some point in time, you have to take responsible for the trauma, and if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're going to get. I appreciate you, Six.
Yeah.
All right, man. Y'all treat yourself to a bowel movement.
Thank you, man.
Good. You was going to say something?
I was going to say, the thing is that there's a lot of nice women out there who will do something kind because they want to see you happy. You know what I mean? So in like an emotional transaction in a sense where it's like, I did this because I love you and I want you to feel good. Not because I want you to buy me an Apple Watch. Not because, no, I just did this to make you feel good. And if you got to realize that and appreciate it and jump on it, because if you let it go, then she'll
and you got to encourage that,
and you got
to appreciate it. But the same thing is true for women. It's when women who are listening, if your guy is doing good things and you want him to do it, just
do something that'll make him happy.
Give him a blowy.
If
you give him a blowy, I'm telling you, like, so much.
That's the best thing.
So much could unsolicited. Yeah. Blowy is really a cure all.
Yeah.
Like you know what, you make me sick. You're like, I know I'm horrible.
A cup of water, a little sandwich, something, whatever the guy's into, just something out of the ordinary.
A lot of times it's just basic consideration.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is, but I just, the anger, you have to remove the anger.
That guy's angry.
Yeah, sure. And I get it because, he probably has a right to be.
Yeah, his grandma's fucking hitting him with smoke. Hitting him with fucking secondhand smoke, dude. I'd be pissed too. You could tell he's like, man, I'm fucking tight.
But here's the thing. These other women are not your grandma.
Exactly.
You can't, this is not your grandmother. Just like I'm not your daddy that left you. I'm not the daddy that at some point in time, we have to be responsible for the trauma that we go through, and that we got to fix that. We have a responsibility to do that, not just for everybody around us, but for ourselves, because we can't really access true happiness. Mike, hit that number again. Let's take some more calls. I love the calls because it takes us into...
It's almost time for Guy.
Okay.
Let's do one more quick one.
All right, one more call, and we're out of here. Yeah, it's the trauma is real. I mean, I think you could tell this dude's anger, and the anger is pain. It comes from pain, and it's like, as a dude, a lot of times you're not supposed to be hurt. You got you get your feelings hurt, man.
He has his guard up. He said hidden agendas.
Yeah, let me 347-464-2827. There we go.
Caller, you're on the air with Dante Nero and Mike Figs. What's your name? Where are you from?
Hey, this is James. I'm from Kansas.
What's going on, James?
Hey, Dante.
How are you, bro?
For a long time. Loved you with Patrice.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
So I was seeing this girl for a while. We were on and off again for a while. I found out she was cheating on me. And then she offered to have a threesome with me to save the relationship. And I said, sure, but I'm still planning on leaving anyway. Is this a rush? Should I get out now and just move on, or what?
Get out, dude.
Dante, there's one question that we have.
Go ahead.
Is it guy, girl, or two girls and a guy?
Well, that's a threesome is never guy, girl. It's that is what you call a train.
Well, they call it the devil's three-way.
But the way he made it seem, she was cheating on him. I mean, he could answer the question, but
so is it two girls?
Yeah, it's two girls.
Okay.
It would be crazy to stick around and be like, I'm gonna fuck one more dude and then I'm out of here.
All right.
So
nah, it's not a cock situation.
Here's my thing, dog. Are you promising her that if you do this, if she does this threesome, it's gonna be like that? You guys are gonna get back together? Is that what you're gonna do? Is that
I haven't promised it, but she said that she was doing this because she feels like she owes it to me.
Oh, I see.
And you want to leave her because she cheated? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you something. Is she a cheater? And what I mean by that is the constitution of who she is. Is she innately a cheater? Is she a person who is at her core, the constitution is that she's a cheater, or was this like a one-off, in your opinion?
You know, I don't know. She was only with one guy before me, and she had a kid with him.
Okay.
And that was the guy that she cheated on me with.
So what is your feelings about this? Because here's the thing, you know, I talk about the authenticity, the credibility, and the empathy. If you don't want this chick, don't drag her through it and then make her do a threesome, because clearly she's not. Is she into girls or no? It doesn't even sound like she's only had one dude before, right? And I would imagine that this guy who she had a child with he knows how to push her buttons. So I mean, if you can't forgive her, would you? Is you having this threesome gonna make you a better dude, or would it be better for you to let somebody go that just you don't really want to be with because you can't forgive her, or
I think that,
or should you get past this and try to fix the relationship?
Well, here's the thing. I'm kind of like, I don't really know what to do right now because, like, I spent a long time thinking, like, hey, I finally found a girl that was really cool. She wasn't putting me through anything. Like, I don't know. I thought I really had something, and now my world's kind of up in the air where it's like,
you love her?
Well, maybe every good thing I thought about her, maybe that wasn't true. Maybe
do you love her?
Was kind of blind to some of the stuff.
Do you love her?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I don't really feel that way at the moment, but
I mean, what did you love about her?
I mean, it was just great connection. Every time we hang out, it was a great time.
Was she generous? Did she look out for you? Did she want your happiness? Did she want you to be happy?
She does.
Well,
offers to cook for me, offers to do anything for me anytime I'm around. Great mom.
And how long ago was this? How long ago was this that happened, the cheating?
It was over the summer. It was around the 4th of July time.
And she's fighting to get you back.
Yeah.
I would love to do a consultation with you. I mean, this is a little deeper than we got time for. But what I would say is what you have to think about. I think you need a little time to think about whether or not you really want to be with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, two things you will always have to do in life is ask for forgiveness and give forgiveness. You are not above mistakes yourself, and if the nature of the offense is, I totally get it. If the nature of offense, you can't get past it, but understand you're more perfect than anybody else. And I totally say walk away if you think that she's a cheater. But it doesn't sound to me like that's what you think she is. And the bottom line is, people say she cheated on me. No, nobody cheats on you. They have options to be monogamous or not. We make that option, and the fact that she made that decision is what puts her in pain in the first place. There's choices and there's consequences, and I'm quite sure she's in pain with this as well. I mean, if she hasn't been with anybody else but a dude that she had a baby with, and now she's willing to throw a threesome at you, you might have a dope chick that you can have a relationship with. And the bottom line is, if it happens again, you know, even if you gave her another chance, you're gonna know it happened. But if you got somebody that's really working to make you happy and is interested in making you happy, man, that's something that's valuable. It's very rare that you find somebody who's like that. You feel me?
Yeah, I got you.
So, I mean, but take a little time, because it seems like you're really bruised by this situation, and it's because you had this expectation. I don't, even from the way you sound, I don't think that you're pie in the sky, that your impression of who she was is not who she is. And I think also what's really interesting about this is that any people will do things with certain circumstances that are totally out of character. You understand? You can get dudes who will do things, women who will do things, given certain circumstances, they will act totally out of character. You have to ask yourself if this is really out of character. I would, if you got it, I don't know if you can hit me up with an email or something, or hit me on social media. Maybe we could talk more. If you want to do a consultation, hit me at DanteNero.com. Click on consult. You can consult with me. Follow me on all the things. Shout out, like, and subscribe to ManSchool 202. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you giving me that time to kind of express that with me and share it with the audience, man. I think there's always people going through stuff that man, and I wish you luck. But hit me on social media or something, and maybe I can give you some guidance on this. Okay?
Okay, yeah, I'll try to get you with an email soon.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Mike, let's shut it down.
Yeah, let's wrap this one up.
Yeah. Get ready for In Godfrey We Trust. Don't
with
forget
the
to like
talented Mike Figg's coming on.
Mike Figg's coming on. He's gonna hang out. He's making popcorn for everybody.
Let's go.
He's just giving everyone fucking popcorn. You can't stop.
Yo, I love y'all, man. GYBB, get your balls back. WWDD, What Would Dante Do? The Sexual Revolution being podcasted. We are out. Peace.
ManSchool 202. Better hear what I've got to say, because you won't get it again.
I'm not an alpha male. I'm not a beta male either. I'm just a better man. Well, put your happiness first, because if you don't, they won't.